Hello everyone, Silver here and welcome to the next part of my Fred tutorial series. In this video we will have a look at the Mission Objectives editor. As you can imagine, this is one of the more important editors for a FreeSpace mission because it defines what the player has to do in this mission. There are three types of objectives, or goals as they are also called: primary goals, secondary goals and bonus goals. Primary goals are the most important goals for the mission because they have to be completed in order for the mission to be counted as a success and the player being able to proceed with the next mission in the campaign. If not all primary goals are met, the mission is considered a failure and the player has to repeat it in order to go on. Secondary goals are not that important. They can be completed, but they don't have to be completed in order for the player to be able to go on with the next mission. They are considered optional and can be used by the player to achieve a higher score or collect a medal. Sometimes they also have repercussions in later missions of the campaign, but that is not a usual thing. In most cases, if they fail, it has no consequences. Bonus goals are essentially the same as secondary goals, as in they are not mission critical. The main difference here, however, is that those goals are hidden at the start of the mission, while primary and secondary goals usually are visible at the last stage of the briefing. So the player does not know that these goals exist and might stumble upon them by accident during the mission. As you can see, the editor screen filters on those three types, with primary goals, as they are of course the most important, starting. If you want to create a new objective or new goal, you have to click the new objective button, and then in the left part a SexP shows up that defines what the actual trigger is for this goal to be completed. So for example, the destruction of a particular ship or the arrival at a certain waypoint or whatever. In the right part you can configure the objective, select whether it is a primary, a secondary or a bonus goal, give a short name which is used within the Fred application to identify this particular goal, and the goal text, which is what is displayed during the briefing and in all screens in-game. You can also set a score for the achievement of this goal, which is the score the player gets once this objective has been completed. As for the kill score of a ship, this score is then added to the total score of the player, which determines when they get promoted to a higher rank. The team selection is usually only important for multiplayer missions, so I will not go into detail of that. And then the two flags: objective invalid and don't play completion music. The don't play completion music is really simple. Usually when a goal is completed, a short fanfare is played in game, and if this flag is active, this music will not be played. The objective invalid flag can be used for two purposes. First, if this flag is already set at the beginning of the mission, this goal will not appear during the briefing and will be invisible like bonus goals. That can be used, for example, for surprise goals that pop up during the course of the mission. Those goals will be configured as all the others as well, but then stay hidden until something happens that activates them, which can be, for example, an event during the mission. As soon as they are validated, they will show up and will be considered like all the other goals as well. The second opportunity is exactly the other way around: a goal that shows up during the briefing at the beginning of the mission, but during the course of the mission it becomes obsolete and has to be deactivated. As I said, if a primary goal fails during the mission itself will be considered a failure. But if a primary objective is invalidated during the mission, by an event for example, it will not be counted at the end of the mission, and the mission itself will not be considered a failure, even though the primary goal has failed. And that's about it for the Mission Objectives editor. In the next video we will have a look at the Events editor, which is the most powerful editor in all of Fred. So thank you so far for watching. See you again in this next video if you like to. Until then, take care and goodbye.